I'm Josh and welcome to Warner's Garage. Start it up. Today we're going to be working on the green turtle. I'm having issues with the driver's side window. It falls down halfway. I don't know, it's just off the track if maybe something's loose. So, I mean, these door panels are pretty easy to come off. There's a screw down here, which is going to be my biggest job. From the window not sealing up right, it's got water in there. The thing's rusted. I have a little kit that says it's good for stripped out screws. My wife got it for me for Christmas, and we're gonna see if we can get that to work. Another thing we have to do is remove this plastic piece. So let's get started. So we got a screwdriver, flat screwdriver. Just gonna pry this plastic piece out. Then we're gonna work on that screw. Gotta be careful not to break it. Oh, and we broke it.
Clean the van out before we take Nathaniel out.
Okay.
That's all you're gonna say.
What? If it's nice out, we can do it this weekend.
Okay.
Because we won't have time to do it tomorrow or Saturday. We can do it Saturday or
We won't have time to
Sunday.
do it Saturday.
Sunday or Monday.
We could take
All right, so this is the set. I'm not sure how to use it. I don't know if I think you start with this end, hollow it out, and then I think you use this end to dig into it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll give it a shot, see what we do. Leave I'm sure I'm going to be able to reach it. Nope. Well, I wonder if I can get it just with a drill bit and drill it out. That's what we'll try. Reach it with this? Nope. Let's see if we got a longer drill bit. Yep. Hopefully this gets me enough length to get down into it and just drill it out. Oh yeah. Well, battery died. Well, guess we ain't doing this today. Well, my battery in the drill died, so I can't finish drilling out this screw. I'm not going to be able to get this door panel off today, but the other thing I was going to do was we're going to put a clear coat on this section that I bondoed and painted. So what I'm going to do is clean it up, probably try and wet sand and get rid of this, knock this edge down a little bit so hopefully blends a little better, and then probably scuff this with the wet all the way around, and then lay out some clear coat over this and maybe get some shine in her. I'm going to be using some 1000 grit and water. turned out all right. Got the edge down off of it. Like I said, this isn't it's not a show quality car, but I want to just try and make it look a little better after the accident. Fix this stuff up. So we're gonna run some dry over some of the other parts. I'm just gonna try and feather the clear coat in and see how it turns out. Now, this is just an outside job. I'm doing it in my non-garage, but had this car for a while, done a good bit of work on it. She's done really well for me. I like to try and keep it looking as decent-ish as I can. So that's what we're doing. So, this is what I'm using. Gloss clear Rust-Oleum. And the most important job of painting, your tape up job. So, first just gonna lay border around, and then I'll probably use like some trash bags or something cut up. Block out these windows. Tire, and so we don't get so much overspray. We got our edges taped. Now I'm just going to use some trash bags, cover up the windows, this window, tire, back through here, and then we'll shoot some clear coat. Alright, I believe this is good for our purposes. It's a little windy out today, but let's see how it does. Alright, so I got the first coat on. Got a lot of runs. It's just so windy. So you have to get close to even get anything on, and then it gets on too thick, and then you get a ton of runs. But you're gonna have to throw on quite a few coats, I think, and then some wet sanding and buffing, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna give it a few minutes here and then start on another coat. Alright, well, code 2's on. Even more runs. So, I'm gonna let her dry, and I'll put probably another coat on. Maybe a few more, who knows. And then I'll probably have you join me for part number 2, which will be wet sanding and buffing, and then we'll see how she turns out. Because it's a spray bomb, I let it at least get a couple of days. They're calling for rain next week, so we'll see when I get back around to it. If I get some nice weather yet, hopefully I can get that done. So let's give it a few more minutes here, and we'll get back to hitting another coat. All right, here we go. Let's put another coat on. Well, that time that one went on pretty good. No more runs, and the wind had died down a good bit. Gave me a chance to shoot. So now this car isn't perfect. It does have clear coat issues all along the top here, and the hood's real bad. I started sanding it here. But I don't know, in the future I might just take the hood off, sand it down, and paint it with the spray bomb like I got over here, and like I did to this door. What I'm doing to that side over there, this green that I got is a pretty close match in a spray bomb. And maybe what I'll do is go over these spots, try and sand them down, wet sand it out, and spray bomb, clear coat, all that on. And maybe that's something I'll do in the future. Maybe you guys want to let me know what you think, and we can go through that process. It probably won't be till next spring. Doubt I'll get it in before winter. So we're going to just let this dry, and then probably another coat or two, just so we have a decent amount on there to try and wet sand out all the runs, and then cut it and buff it. And like I said, this isn't going to be a show car, but you know, just try and keep it make it look a little better than what it was, and maybe even improve upon. I mean, I've been slowly making improvements to this car. I've done a lot of work to it. You know, who knows? Pull these off, paint them black. Maybe the roof rack, when I do the top, pull that off, maybe paint it up. But it's a good running car. It's done really well. Like I said, I know I gotta change. I need to do the timing belt and water pump on both the Subis. So, all right, I think it should be dry enough, and we'll go ahead and put on another coat. Alright, we're going to take the tape off, and that's going to be it for today. Gotta get ready for work. Alright. There it is. I'll just have to see how wet sanding and buffing turn this thing out. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you would subscribe and hit the like button below, I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, Warner's Garage out.